Want to know my radical idea for helping first-time homebuyers? Then today's video is for you. Welcome back to the channel and thanks for being here. In a previous video, I said I believe we needed to review how we look at mortgage financing in this country, but I didn't really get into specifics. The truth is, there are many different criteria considered when looking to get your mortgage financing approved. Things like credit score, income, debt are always included. When purchasing an investment property, vacancy rates and rental income could also be considered. Where I think things could be adjusted is in reference to debt service ratios. That is, how much of someone's total income is permitted to service debt. In Canada, the total debt service ratio permitted is 44%. But what does that even mean? It means that if your household income is $100,000, then up to $44,000 annually is allowed to service all of your debts. This includes your mortgage, car loans, credit cards, lines of credit, and anything else that is registered with a credit bureau. And there's very little wiggle room to this calculation. Overall, I don't think it's a bad thing to limit people on their debt loads, but where I think this could be improved is really in two areas. Number one, car loans. One of the easiest debts to acquire, or so it seems. Whether you get attractive rates or not, though, will depend on your credit worthiness to the lender. But more often than not, if you walk into a dealership wanting to buy a car, you can leave with keys in your hand and a new loan to your name. If this new loan is going to be considered in the debt service ratio for mortgages, I think it would be appropriate for car loans to meet a debt service calculation to avoid people buying cars they can't truly afford. And number two, long-term renters. This is where I really think first-time home buyers could use some assistance. Scratching and saving for a down payment can be hard enough, and qualifying for the mortgage with other debts in the mix can be next to impossible for some. With rent values increasing, many are faced with paying high percentages of their incomes towards their housing costs. I think that if a first-time buyer has a long-term history of paying their rent, there should be some consideration of this amount when qualifying for their mortgage. Let me explain exactly what I mean. Let's say a tenant makes $40,000 per year and pays $1,500 per month in rent. Without factoring in any other debts, this equates to 45% of their income towards their financial responsibilities. Current lending criteria already says that this is too much, let alone adding in credit card payments and a car loan. Yet, if the tenant has been paying this for the last 5 years, maybe they should automatically qualify for a mortgage payment of $1,500 per month, which would cover about $325,000 in debt. At present, what they can get approved for would likely cost less than $1,000 per month or closer to a $200,000 mortgage. It's not a perfect system, and I certainly don't have all the answers, but I do think it could be worth exploring. If you have any ideas that you think could help people get into the market, I'd love to hear them below. Who knows? I may feature it in another video. Other than that, I'm done for the day. If you enjoyed the video or at the very least learned something, let me know in the comment section below, and don't forget to hit the like button. If you haven't already, subscribe to the channel, and for tips on saving for your down payment, check out this next video. Other than that, thanks for watching and have yourself a great day.